The top class racing just keeps on coming over the summer months, and today it's the turn of the Eclipse Stakes at a scorching Sandown Park. Temperatures are set to be in the 20s in Esher, with the feature race due off at 3:35 p.m. as the 3-year-olds take on their elders for the first time in the middle distance division. As usual, the market leader for a big Group 1 race is trained by Aidan O'Brien, and it's the Derby runner-up Eclipse of Moher. Just pipped by stablemate Wings of Eagles in the Epsom showpiece, he dodged the Irish Derby last weekend and has been well backed during the week for the Eclipse. However, his price does now look a bit skinny for what he has achieved in his short career. This will be just his 5th ever start, and he didn't really seem to possess much of a turn of foot at Epsom, so the drop back to 10 furlongs doesn't really appeal here. He was hard ridden as well, off the bridle halfway out when he won the D Stakes at Chester, and given his price, we're willing to let him win at anything less than 2-1. Next up, we've got another pair of 3-year-olds. That's Barney Roy, the St James's Palace Stakes winner, and Eminent, who was only a length behind Cliffs of Moher back in 4th in the Derby. This trip could play into the hands of the Martin Mead runner Eminent. Although he stayed well enough in the Derby, the drop back to a stiff 10 furlongs could be ideal. And with Sylvester D'Souza replacing Jim Crowley in the saddle, expect the horse to be ridden more forward, and he's got a big chance. Barney Roy, meanwhile, steps up in trip after scrambling home at Royal Ascot. The form of a beaten Lancaster Bomber by a length doesn't look like it's good enough to win the Eclipse against some solid older horses for Barney Roy. The older horses do include Decorated Knight and Ulysses, the 2nd and 3rd from the Prince of Wales at Royal Ascot. They're both similarly priced here for this contest, but it is Ulysses of the pair you'd rather be with, given his course and distance win in the Gordon Richards Stakes back in April. The stiff 10 furlongs will be more up at his street than at Ascot, and even given £10 to the classic generation, he'd be the idea of a bet here each way. Decorated Knight, meanwhile, for Roger Charlton, is a Group 1 winner after he claimed the Tattersall's Gold Cup. The form of that success is a bit sketchy, but he did also win the Group 1 Jebel Hatter in Maidan in Dubai during the winter, and he's steadily improved as he's got older, so a good renewal of the Eclipse to look forward to. Fantastic supporting card as well at Sandown, as well as some top class action at Haydock, including the Group 2 Lancashire Oaks. So make sure you get all your bets on with us here at Sean Graham.